What's going on, guys? It's your boy Slayer Extreme TV. Today we are back at it again with another Ark Survival Ascended DevKit video. I'm going to be going over a little bit more in depth to the best of my knowledge with the dino colors and how it all works. I hope you enjoyed. Now let's get into it. Now, most people have seen, I do believe you've possibly seen my video of creating an elemental gathering Anki. And if you haven't already, go check that video out. But I've been asked to go a little bit more in depth with, where's this mod at? Hello, my brain is not braining right now. I've been asked to go a little bit more in depth, there it is, with how the color system works for Ark. So let's just jump right into it. So normally, well, I've talked about this before, when you go and when you open up a dino blueprint and you just made a copy of it, you just you just renamed it, and you want to see what kind of colors this dino will be getting that will be randomly generated when it spawns into the world. So the best way to do it is once you open it up, you come over here to your details tab and you just search dino, oh, I can't spell, dino color, oh Lord Jesus, color set. Okay, let's stretch this out a little bit. That's going to bring up your random dino color sets, sorry, for male and female. Now, normally, see how ours is set up to where we have a male and female. Normally, it's going to be the same one in both slots. Okay. It's going to be the same dino color set BP in both slots. And that's basically then here. Let me shrink this a little bit so we can see this over here. That's basically saying, okay, they're using vanilla dino. They're using all the colors, which I can show you here in the primal game data. All the colors that are represented within the primal game data that have already been created by wildcard to pick from. And what we did, and I'll show you. So if we just search color within your primal game data, okay, it's going, let's see, I think it's, I don't know if it's color or what is it called again? Let me see. I can't remember the exact name they used. Let's see. They're in here somewhere. There they are. Okay, there it is right there. So what are you under, sir? So we can get this right for the people. There's a lot of colors in here. Oh, we just passed it. Right here, color definitions. That's what it's called. Did we name that right? Oh, color def. Very, very laggy. Yeah, so you'll come into your primal game data, you'll search color definitions, or like what I did, color def. And these are all the colors that wildcard has within the vanilla game that every single dino is registering off of, which means these dino color set BPs that are in the vanilla dinos have all certain amount of colors assigned to them to where they randomly generate for every single dino what color they're going to appear as. That's why you can, so when people think, oh, I got a color mutation, yes, but in reality, it's all registering from that one blueprint. It's all registering from this dino color set. So if you go through and look at to see what they've named every single color, because all of them are different and they have some crazy names like dry moss, glacier, powder blue. Okay, you can use those names once this loads itself. You can use those names if you want to create your own custom dino color set BP, but it has to be the names within your primal game data for it to work. And what I mean by that is I'll show you there are different colors you can utilize, but it has nothing to do with the dino color set BP, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. Now, if you want to create your own customized color set for your dino, of course, you'll have to basically create a copy or a child, or however people describe it. You'll create another BP and rename it for the dino color set that is assigned to your current dino that you are creating. Now we'll use the male dino color set that we have. As you can see, it always comes with the regions already named. So depending on the dino, there will be regions that aren't being utilized. That's because those dinos don't have those specific regions for a color. That's how Wildcard set it up. I can't explain it. That's just how it is. So for the Anki, you automatically get every single region that you can utilize. And all you really have to do is come to your color entries, and you'll have like 46, maybe 56. It could vary on the dino, or it could be universal for every single dino, to where you have about 46 or more different color entries already added to said dino. All you have to do is delete that color entry, and then you just add element. And then if you have a specific name, like what was here before, Dragonfire, if you know this specific name, sorry for punching the mic, of that color that's within your that's within your primal game data, that's the name that goes here in the index. If you don't type it the exact way, that color will not register on your dino whenever you have assigned that dino color set BP to the random color sets for male and female. It won't register it at all. Now, that does not mean you can't create your own custom colors for your dinos. If you come over here to the mod data asset, to where everything is basically connected to, because it's connected directly to your primal game data, you can actually search color def, and you can actually create your own colors, create your own name, create your own color value. You can, and if I'm not mistaken with this setting, if you say name it the same name as a color that's already within the primal game data BP, you can easily just has override priority, which would entail and should be self-explanatory, to where your color would take the priority slot of whatever color is within the primal game data. But you can come here and you can create your own color. You got your color picker. There's all types of things you can do with the colors, right? That's how you add your own colors. And then with whatever name you would give your color, you would do the exact same thing. You would take that name that you created for that color you created, and you would add that name exactly the way you wrote it out right there in the color name entries. And that dino would have that specific region become that color. Okay. Now, with talking with another fellow dev while helping him understand this is a video thanks to him for shout out to him. He knows who he is. I don't know. In Discord, his Discord is named Todd Nick. So shout out to Todd Nick for giving me the idea for this video. Now, one of the things you have to be careful of is you cannot name a material here. So one of the things that he was trying to do, and I'm using him as an example because I was trying to help him explain to it. If you come over here and open up your skeletal mesh, right, you'll notice that you have 3 different, what I would say, colors or materials for your dino, for the mesh of the dino, or in what simpler terms, the skin of the dino. You can change the eye color, and you can see that this region is going to be for the head and legs, and this region is going to be for some spikes that are on the back, and then you have the shell and some like 1 or 2 spikes on the head, and then you have the tail. It's almost like the whole shell of the Anki to some degree, if I'm not mistaken. And then of course you have certain spikes for this one, the head, the legs, certain spikes down the tail. So these are very, very just like straightforward. These are the specific locations. Now you can change these if you so chose to where here's an anglerfish. We can change it to where the color of the anglerfish because it's within, you know, arc, and it doesn't, you know, because of the, it's for anglerfish, it doesn't match up. But we can, if we make a colors, say we want black, so we'll do, where's a black material? Let's just do this black. If we change it to black gloss, let's see if it actually posted it up. Maybe not. Maybe this one. Maybe black unit. There it goes. See, it changes it to black, right? Now, one of the things you want to make sure that you don't do, let's put that back to where it was, is if you, even if you say you find this material, you want this material for your eyes, but you don't want it to be for every single dino. Say you just want it for the male version of your dino. You cannot search for that material, drag it. You cannot take this material and come to your mod, wherever the mod may be, because my brain is not braining that well. It should be here. Hello? Am I blind? I'm blind. Anyways, you cannot drag this into your mod folder and then come over here, and because this is in your file, you cannot then type in the name of your new, you know, of your new material, you know, because you copied it and you created a new child of it. You can't put that name here and then expect the game to turn your dino to have the eyes automatically, because you set it, you assigned it to that dino color set BP, and then you assign that BP to your dino. It doesn't work that way. Materials are very, very unique in terms of it's, what's the best way to put it while I search for this? Materials are a one-time change. No matter what sex the dino is, okay, that, there it is. I knew it was somewhere. I don't know why it was an engine, but that dino is going to change automatically, which, and keep this in mind, if you change anything in your static mesh, these dino color sets for this dino are not going to matter. They're not going to matter at all. So please, if you are just wanting to create custom, create a dino that has a good variety of colors of your choosing to represent whatever kind of dino it is, and you want it to be randomized with specific colors for all the specific regions that dino may have, use the dino color set BP and make sure it's assigned to both locations, especially if you're creating two different ones for male and female, and make sure you have the correct name in your color entry names index for that specific color, regardless if that color is within your primal game data or it's a custom color you created that you placed in your mod data asset. It will register, and to always test out, you can easily just come into your play editor. Hello. You come into your play editor, you know, even if you just want to make sure that, you know, you're on your test map, you come in here, you spawn in the dino, and you're ready to go. Because you can even tell here, it's like whatever changes you made, they'll pop up if you just drag him out here. Now he'll be wild, or you can just do it the normal way, hit play, right click, and then, you know, you spawn it in that way. But that's how the colors work for, that's how most people do colors, especially if they're very, like, just starting out creating new dinos. Now, if you really want to get into some like unique dinos because you're building a dino overhaul mod or whatever, that's when you get into the static mesh and the materials, to where you are paying somebody, or you have the knowledge and the means and the tools to create your own materials, to where then you can just add those materials and those textures to your mod, and then you can then utilize them for the dino, just similar to, let me see, I think I can show you, into similar to what I did with my beta one of my beta dinos from my personal dino overhaul mod I'm working on, to where thanks to the Epic store, I bought some Epic assets from people who are way better at this than I am, and I'm utilizing them to then create specific skin dinos so they can be more recognizable, to say, hey, these are modded, these are not natural, this is how it is. So there's a lot you can do when you go for static mesh, because you can get, if you find somebody who knows Arc and knows how these dinos are, they've done this work before, you can easily get them to truly take, say, this aloe and make a material that utilizes every single part of the dino, to where it's so unique, to where that material is specific for an aloe or an Anki, or you have a universal material to where it does something like what you see here. There's so much you can do with static meshes that you just have to figure out what kind of creature or mod or look you're going for. And if you're going for just some basic fancy colors, then you just go with, it's easier in my opinion to just go with the Dino color set BP that you will always find within your Dino blueprint, just by searching. You can just search color and you will be able to find your random color sets, or you can just search random color and it brings them up. Now I hope this is a little bit I hope this helps you work on colors for your dinos to make them super unique in whatever way, shape, or form for your mod that you're maybe working on, or if you just are playing around with the dev kit. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, or come join my community Discord. All the links will be down in the description. If you are a modder, or if you are just dabbling in modding, I will give you a community role for modders in general, regardless if you're a Arc dev or somebody, or whatever type of modding dev you may be. And you can talk to me and ask questions, and you can also reach out to any of the other devs that are within my community, and we're here to help. So if you have any questions, please, okay, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability, and if I don't know it, I'll figure it out. Besides that, guys, I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Help me grow. I really do appreciate all the love and support you've shown me thus far. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.